in a mountain village in Nepal, where the Himalayas rise majestically. Amita sighed deeply as she looked at a small tomato in her field. Despite working from dawn to dusk every day, she could barely feed her family. Traditional farming methods were helpless against climate change, and drought and harvests were decreasing year by year. When will our children be able to eat their fill? When Amita returned home, her heart ached to see her children looking at her with hungry eyes. "Mom, we're hungry again today. When will we be able to eat delicious food?" The children's voices left deep wounds in Amita's heart. An elderly villager came to her and said, "Amita, I have good news. Agricultural experts from outside are coming to teach our village about eco-friendly farming." Eco-friendly farming education? Amita's eyes sparkled at the news she heard at the village hall. When Amita arrived at the training center, she was listening to the agricultural experts lecture. Eco-friendly farming is not simply about not using chemical fertilizers. It's the wisdom of restoring soil health and using nature's cycles to achieve greater harvests. Amita focused on the experts' words. Although these were completely new concepts she had never heard before, she was convinced this could be an opportunity to change her and her family's life. As the training progressed, Sumita, the local women's cooperative leader, was seen discussing and explaining with other women. "When we women work together, we can do anything. But we can't do it alone. We must help and encourage each other." Amita's heart warmed at Sumita's words. After the training ended, Sumita approached Amita and said, "Is this your first time? Don't worry, we'll learn together." After the training ended, Amita began planting seedlings in the greenhouse with Sumita. "This way, tomatoes will grow better. We can maintain soil moisture and control temperature. It's an eco-friendly method using nature's cycles." Following Sumita's instructions, Amita carefully planted the seedlings. With each seedling she planted, Amita said a small prayer. "Please grow well, you are our family's hope." But the new challenge was not easy. When the first harvest season approached, Amita was worried. Would the new method really be effective? She went to the field every day to check on the seedlings, growing impatient. On a rainy day, Amita was walking along the village path. Is this method really right? If it fails, what will happen to the children? Amita's worries became reality. The first harvest didn't yield the results she had expected. When she went to the market to sell vegetables, the quality was inferior compared to other merchants' produce. "With this quality, we can't get a good price. But since it's your first time, I understand. If you work a little harder, it will definitely improve." The market merchant's words crushed Amita's heart. But the merchant recognized Amita's efforts. "But don't give up. If you work a little harder, you'll definitely get good results." Encouraged by the merchant's words, Amita found the courage to stand up again. When she returned home and looked at her children, their smiling faces comforted her heart. "Mom, you worked hard today. When will we be able to eat delicious tomatoes?" The children's pure faith became Amita's greatest motivation. She resolved to try again with renewed determination. Amita headed back to the training center. The local agricultural expert was explaining eco-friendly farming methods in more detail. Healthy soil means healthy crops. The key is understanding and utilizing nature's cycles. From tiny microorganisms to large trees, everything is connected. Amita deeply agreed with the expert's words. Now she understood a much more complex and sophisticated system involving soil microorganisms, nutrient balance, and nature's cycles. After the training ended, Amita held a meeting with Sumita in the cooperative meeting space. It was impressive to see them sharing their experiences and failures, while encouraging each other. "We are not alone. When we work together, we can definitely achieve good results. As they say, failure is the mother of success." All the women nodded at Sumita's words. Amita now understood the true meaning of cooperation and solidarity. After the meeting ended, Amita expressed her gratitude to Sumita. "Thank you so much. If I were alone, I would have given up." A few months later, an amazing change occurred in Amita's field. Finally, we succeeded." Amita was overjoyed. By applying the new farming method, she was able to achieve much greater harvests than before. The quality of vegetables also greatly improved, and they began receiving positive responses in the market. At the market, Amita and Sumita were seen together. placing vegetables on the sales counter and negotiating with merchants. This is really good quality. Please continue supplying us. Amita felt proud at the merchant's words. Now she could be certain that her efforts were bearing fruit. Despite the success, Amita found herself facing new worries. While her family's life improved as income increased, a greater challenge awaited. Should we expand the cooperative and work with more women? Or should we stay small and safe as we are now? Amita's heart was conflicted. This concern was also revealed in her conversation with cooperative leader Sumita. We can give hope to more women, but we'll also have to bear greater responsibility. Amita nodded at Sumita's words. Now was the time to think beyond personal success to the development of the entire community. But an unexpected crisis came during the growth process. Sumita was seen approaching Amita. Amita, we have a big problem. Rumors are spreading that there's something wrong with our cooperative's vegetables. Amita was shocked. It was hard to accept that problems had arisen with the results of their hard work. Other merchants are questioning the quality of our vegetables. But we really did our best. Amita's heart grew heavy at Sumita's words. But she realized they had to overcome this crisis together. Let's solve this together. If we really did our best, there must be a solution. To solve the crisis, Amita and Sumita worked together. They gathered with other women in the cooperative meeting space to brainstorm solutions. If we really did our best, we should be able to prove it. Let's transparently disclose our farming process and undergo quality inspection. All the women agreed with Amita's suggestion. They decided to transparently disclose their farming process and undergo quality inspection. The inspection process was a tense time, but their farming methods were truly of the highest standard. Eco-friendly farming using nature's cycles made the soil healthy and improved crop quality. The results were astonishing. Their vegetables actually showed much better quality than other merchants' produce. Vegetables grown through eco-friendly farming were more nutritious and tastier. We're really sorry. We were wrong to doubt such good vegetables. We'll buy more from now on. Amita and Sumita breathed a sigh of relief as other merchants apologized and acknowledged their work. Now the truth was revealed, and their efforts began to be recognized. After the truth was revealed, Amita and Sumita were seen harvesting tomatoes in the greenhouse and putting them in baskets. You did really well, Amita. We did it together. Amita smiled at Sumita's words. Now she was tasting true success. The situation at the market had completely changed. Now their vegetables had become popular products, and many people were looking for them. This is really delicious. It's been a long time since I've had such fresh and tasty tomatoes. I definitely want to buy them again. Amita felt proud at the customer's response. Now she could be certain that her efforts were producing truly meaningful results. If you enjoyed Amita's touching success story, please subscribe and like. Your encouraging comments bring hope to more women. Don't miss the next touching story by setting notifications. When Amita returned home, she saw her children eating warm meals and smiling. Now the family was no longer hungry, and the children were growing healthy. Mom, today's food is really delicious. Now we can go to school too. Amita's eyes filled with tears at the children's words. Now the children were no longer hungry and could dream of a better future. Mom worked hard so we could live this well. Thank you so much. We'll study hard like you too. Amita was even more moved by the children's words. Now she had moved beyond mere survival to truly improving the quality of life. In the sunset light, Amita and Sumita were seen looking at the field together. Really, a lot has happened. At first, I didn't know what to do. I failed a lot and had many moments when I wanted to give up. Sumita nodded at Amita's words. But because we worked together, we were able to achieve such good results. It would have been absolutely impossible alone. The two women smiled at each other. Now they had become true partners and family-like figures. In the cooperative meeting space, Amita and Sumita were seen sitting side by side, holding hands. Let's continue together. Let's give hope to more women and make our village a better place to live. Sumita nodded at Amita's words. Yes, let's do it together. Just as a small seed grows into a big tree, our dreams will definitely become reality. The moment the two women's hands joined, it was as if new seeds of hope were being sown.